and there's a warning track. So if you know you're in the red zone, you have to get out of that red zone. And if you keep retreating to the red zone, maybe they take a point away from you. Like maybe you have to, it's a lot of room. A basketball court is a big space. Yes. There's plenty of room. You start in the center, and then that's how you fight.
Hey.
I'm just trying to eliminate all the factors that aren't another human. Like the other human, if a guy takes you down and you could scooch up to the wall, and then you start using the wall and you press up against the wall, now you're standing up again, but you use the wall. Like if that was just flat, no wall, you're not getting up. Now you have to go underhooks. You have to do deep half. You have to do something to try to reverse the position. You try to get back up on your feet. You have to earn a stand-up. Much more difficult than if you're just using the wall to help you stand back up.
Shark.
Piranhas. Sharks, piranhas, electrical fence. God. I remember the first UFC I worked was UFC 12. And this was when I was on a television show. I was on this television show called News Radio. It was a sitcom. And so I was hired to go do the post-fight interviews. And I remember the people that I was working with on the sitcom like, what are you doing? Like, why are you being involved in this?
This is brutal.
And I was telling them, I was like, no, this is going to be the biggest sport in the world. They're like, you're out of your fucking mind. Like, you're crazy. No one's going to like this. This is insanity. Like, you're going to watch people fight in a cage. And I'm like...
That was one of the challenges that Horton had, and a lot of people did not believe on him. He was like, people were like, man, you cannot fight on the streets. How are you going to put this on live TV?
Right.
That was one of the challenges that the Horton figured out, pay-per-view.
He must be happy now watching it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, look, I was right.
His baby.
Yeah, look at his baby now. His baby's on ESPN.
Yep.
Crazy. Crazy.
Now he's on national TV.
When was the last time Horton went to a UFC?
I don't know.
Does he still watch them?
I think so. I think he does watch it. So I talk to him once in a while, and once a month we talk.
It must be crazy for him to see this thing that was his idea just branch off and become this huge...
Big, all over the world. It's not just...
Is he mad that he didn't get a piece?
No.
Because it's sold for
he never
billions of dollars.
He never talked to me about that.
Boy, they should have cut him in.
But...
They should have cut him in.
Yeah.
You know, when you think about it, like if anybody deserves a piece, that guy deserves a piece.
For the vision that he had.
Yes. If it wasn't for his vision and the way they decided to go about doing it, and also your father's vision for you're like, don't hurt him. Just use jiu-jitsu. Show everybody. Because that's one of the things that made it so appealing. It wasn't that it was just so brutal. It's that the guy who won wasn't brutal. The guy who won was just better, technical.
And that's why I think the first, second, third UFC, until I didn't finish on the third UFC, and first and second, people are like, there's no way. He's the smallest one.
Right.
Beat everybody without hurting them. I don't know. Everybody thought it was like, a lot of people are like, the non-martial artist people.
Yes.
Martial arts people knew